Good morning, students. Welcome back to today's information technology class. So we are studying about entrepreneurship skills. On Tuesday, we studied about types of business activities. Okay, we have seen with an example the guy Rahul. His passion is to play cricket for Indian team, but he did not get chance for that. But his passion remains the same. Then how can he explore his passion? We have seen in three methods, like he can start a coaching center, or he can start a coaching academy, or he can start a sports shop. So there are three different ways he can explore. And based on these three things, we have studied about three types of business activities. So do you remember those activities? What are the business activities we studied? Yes, we studied about product services, means product based business. Okay, the business activities we studied are one is product based business, second one it's a service based business, third one together one and two it will become hybrid. It will become hybrid business. So product-based business in the sense he can just open a shop, sports shop, and he can sell sports equipment. It's a product which he can touch and feel. That is a product-based business activity. Then service-based means he can start a coaching center and give coaching. He has a talents and he can impart his knowledge to others. So that is a service. Then third one, hybrid. Hybrid means mixture of together product and service. That is, he can start a sports academy. He can give a coaching, as well as who joins in the coaching, he can sell his equipments, sports equipments from the academy. So he is giving a service as well as selling the product together. So that is a hybrid business activity. So these are the three activities we have seen. Okay. Now we are going to see the difference between this product based business activity and service based business activity. Okay. So let's see the difference between these two. Let's see the difference between the service based activity and product based activity. Okay. So can you tell me, giving a cricket coaching, is it a product based or a service based? Yes, it is service. It is service based activity, and sports shop and selling the equipments, it's called product based activity, and this is product based. So we are going to see the difference between these two. Okay. So can you tell me, uh, can you see or touch or feel the service coaching he is giving, Rahul is giving to others? Can you touch and feel? No, right? You cannot do that. Okay. So can touch, feel, or anything? No. With the cricket coaching, we cannot feel it. Sorry. So with the cricket coaching, we cannot touch. So can you tell me, the cricket coaching can be seen or touched? Not only at the time of coaching, even after the coaching. Can you see that coaching, or can you touch and feel? No, right? It's an experience. It's a experience. We feel it in our heart. So it is not possible with a service, and it is possible with a sports shop, because the products we are buying, we can touch and feel, we can hold it. Just we use that equipments to play. So anytime we can see, we can touch and everything. So it is possible with a product-based activity. So that is the first difference. The second difference, can you tell me, can we store this coachings, what we have got, can we store it in a particular place? No, right? We cannot store the service. Say for example, you are just taking a product for service. So they are doing the service product and you are returning it back. But you cannot see the service on that product always. You cannot store that service. Okay, but you can store the equipments. You can safeguard it. Whenever you want, you can take it and use it, and you can safeguard it in a particular place. So that is possible with a product-based activity, and which is not possible with a service-based activity. So second one can be stored. No, it cannot be stored with a service if we can store the product. Okay, and can it be made or transferred from one place to another place? Yes, the sports product equipments that may be made by a person in the same place, or it may be brought from somewhere else and transported to the another place, right? So from the wholesale shops, maybe Rahul buy the equipments and bringing it through the bus or a car or a scooter or a bike, and he is selling from his shop. So transportation, it's possible with the product base, and services, it is not. It is product service. It's done by a person from a single place. It is not getting transported. Okay, so that is a third point is, what is the third point? Can be made, transported from one place to another. Here, service, it's not possible, but sports, we can, yes. You can see the differences. Okay, then what does the customer gets exactly? Do they think of what they want to get it, and are they getting the same or something different? See, if it's a sports item, if I'm going to buy a cricket bat, I will just tell them that I need a cricket bat, and whatever I need and how many I'm asking the same quantity, I will get it. But service, it's not like that. It depends. Whatever service you are asking, the same service will be given. Okay. So that depends upon the quality and quantity. It depends upon the service and who is asking, how much is asking. Here, products, we can just get the same quality and quantity always. Okay. So same quantity and quality. Here no, because it depends, and here yes, we can. So these are the difference between product-based business activity and service-based business activity. Is it clear? That's good. Now let's see the three different case studies. Okay, so three persons are there. Let me tell you the story of them, and you have to identify what type of business activity they are carrying on. Okay, the first one, the girl, it's Sana. She used to wear a very fashionable earrings. Okay, so what she is doing is she is looking the designs, patterns from the internet and buying the materials with the cheapest cost and making the ornaments with the help of her sister. Okay, so she is making a business. So she started wearing the same. When she goes to college, all her friends like the same. They ordered for the same. So she started a small business, just making the own product and selling it. So what type of business activity she is doing? That's good. She's doing a product based activity. Okay, she's doing a product based because she's making the earrings and selling to friends. So it's a product based business activity. And she's not copying from, she's not buying and selling things as it is. He's making the product by herself with her own ideas. She's also a type of entrepreneur because using her own ideas, she's making the product and she is selling, right? So she's also an entrepreneur. Okay, so Sana's business, it's product based. Second one, there is a guy, Harish, I think. Okay, so his native it's Meerut, and now he got job in Delhi, so he is staying in Delhi alone. So every day he cook for himself and take it in a different career and goes to office. In his office, like him, there are so many singles are there. They stay in a hostel. They are they depend on the hotel food. Okay, so canteen food. So, but they like the food what Harish brings to office. So what they started is they say that Harish, would you prepare a food for us and also deliver? So he started doing a small business, making food and delivering the same, making food and delivering the same. Okay, so what type of business he is doing? He is making the food, also he is delivering. He has a product based and service based, both together he is doing. Has product as well as service, because he is making the food and he himself delivering to others. So it's a product based as well as service based activity he is doing. Okay, so second one, Arish. Okay, product and service based business activity he is undertaking. Then third one, the girl Pragya. Her father gifted a scooter for her birthday. She started using the scooter to go to college. Sometimes her friends, if they miss a bus, they used to call her and ask her to drop. This has given a good idea of Pragya that why don't she use the same method to deliver goods. So she started using her scooter to deliver goods for others. She started in a small manner, but she has become a very famous girl in that area. So her business developed, and again she started doing it in a great level. She employed 5 people and started doing the delivery service. So what type of business activity she is holding? Is she making any product? No, right? Only delivery. So she is taking the product from somewhere and delivering it to the particular place. Only service she is doing. So the Pragya, it's doing the service-based business activity. Okay. So third one, Pragya, it is service, only service-based, okay? Only service-based activity. All right. So these are the types of activities I have classified with the 3 case studies. So if there is any business is given to you, you should identify what type of business activity it is, whether it's a product based or a service based or hybrid. Got it? Both product and service, it's called hybrid activity. Is it clear, students? That's good. Now let's see the types of product based business activities. See, the product based means we are selling the product. So there are 2 ways you have to imagine. The products, how come the products you got it? Either you made the product or you got it from somewhere else and you are selling it. That is the 2 types. So one it's manufacturing product. The another one is trade business. Manufacturing means using factories with the machines, big machines. You are making some products and selling to others. And if you take Sana, she's not using any factory. Her home is her factory. In her home itself, she's making the jewelries, artificial earrings, okay, with the help of her sisters. Okay, so that is a manufacturing process. That is a manufacturing business activity. That is a type of business activity, manufacturing business. Okay. Then second thing, you can buy things from a wholesaler and you can sell it to others. That is called trade business. Second one is called trade business. Example, wholesalers, retailers, from the factory to the wholesalers and from the wholesalers to retail shops. You might have seen margin freeze and other places, even the petty shops also. The goods are coming on a share auto or a vans, right? So from the factory or somewhere else, they are just the shopkeepers are ordering for the product, so which is coming by the transportation. using transportation they are delivered from one place to another place. So they are buying things and selling as it is. That is called trade business. Okay. So business activities, there are three types of business activities like a product based business, service based business and hybrid together both. And if you take a product based business which has again two types, manufacturing business and trade business. Is it clear for everyone? That's good. Next, we are going to study about EDP. So you know what is meant by EDP? E is nothing but entrepreneurship development process. It is nothing but entrepreneurship development process. It is called EDP. So how to develop? If you are an entrepreneur, how do you develop your process? There are a lot of formal and informal trainings are there. Okay. So entrepreneurship development means it's a process of improving the skills and knowledge of entrepreneurship. We are going to see how you can improve your entrepreneurship with an example. In this chapter, everything is given with an example, so it is easy to study. So, in Mumbai, there is a famous shop, Dosa Plaza. The owner of the shop is Prem Ganapati. So, at the beginning, he was literally very poor. He was working as cleaning plates, washing utensils, and everything in hotels. And he used to sell teas in different shops. But he has more than 26 shops, and his turnover is 5 crores per year. Okay, that is his story. But at the beginning, he was working as a cleaner of utensils in restaurants and hotels, and he used to sell teas from different shops. Then how come he became an entrepreneur? Let's see his story. Okay. So he had an idea. He was working. When Prem came to Mumbai, he doesn't know the language. He struggled a lot. He worked whatever works he get it. He used to do the same for his food. Later, he started cleaning the utensils, as I said, okay, selling teas and everything. And he saved some money with this works, and he started a small business with his friends, but which has become a failure. Okay. Then what he has done is he started a small dosha shop near railway station. So he identified that the people near the railway station or those who are using the station, okay, going up and down, they need a quality food item. He identified that they are not getting a quality food item, healthy item. So he started a small shop, dosha shop. Okay, so he got money from, first he got an idea, then money is the second problem, right? So he got some money from his brothers and uncles, and he started a shop, and he started selling simple doshas. And when he was talking with the customers, okay, so within few days he identified that his customers like different varieties of dosas. Okay, so his idea has come up. He was working in a Chinese restaurant like a waiter. So he knows how to prepare Chinese doshas, how to bring Chinese flavor. So then he started making different varieties of doshas. Then he started getting customer not only in the railway station area, from far away also people came to know about his shop and come and eat doshas from his shop. He started becoming a famous person. Okay, so with a small shop, he got a lot of customers and he started earning a lot. So in his mind, he has a thought of opening a big dosha shop, but it is a really a risky one. Okay, he want to open in a famous place. Okay, near another station which is a very famous place, and nearby so many shops are there. But he has taken a complicated risk to open a dosha plaza. He started his dosha plaza over near a station and provided 108 varieties of doshas. His business picked up a lot. He started 26 shops. He is an entrepreneur now. Got it? So, if you would like to become an entrepreneur, if you would like to develop your business as an entrepreneur, what do you have to do? First, you should get an idea. When the idea beeps up in your mind, the next thing you should look after the money. You have to invest money. And you have to start a small business in a small scale. Don't make it as a big one. So start with a small business. When the business goes on its way, you try to understand the feedback from customers, what they like, what they need, everything you have to understand by talking with them. You have to go to the ground level. You cannot say that I'm the owner of the shop and I will sit and I will just only collect money. You have to go forward. Okay, so you have to know the feedback of customers, what they like and what they need. Then according to their need, you have to develop your business. When your business develops in a greater level, then go for another level, just making a big shop. Because your first idea, you have a small shop, right? Then go with the greatest risk. And if you take a risk, definitely you will become a great entrepreneur in the world. Got it? So this is about entrepreneurship development process. Clear? So this chapter it's over, dear students. So what we have studied in this chapter, it may help you in your future. If you have a thought process of starting a business, please try this, entrepreneur. Become an entrepreneur. So entrepreneur means not buying and selling things as it is. Then it will become a traditional businessman. You will become a traditional businessman. You just make your ideas, your thoughts and process and launch a new business. And first understand what is the need of the people. In which place you are starting a business. Is that business is necessary for that place? How does the movements of the business will be there in the particular place? You have to check each and everything before starting a business. Got it? Don't simply say that I'm interested in this, I'm just doing this business. No, if you are interested in something, just think that your interest where it is applicable. It may be suitable in your residential area, or you have to check the place where which has a great involvement. People will love to get it from which place. You have to find a suitable place to start the business. Got it? Okay. So, dear students, all of you read this chapter, and tomorrow is your test paper, chapter 3, that is unit 3, ICT skills, information and communication technology skills, sessions 1 to 6. Study thoroughly from the soft copy. I will ask questions only from the soft copy. Okay, I will ask any type of questions. The marks is around 20 marks. 15 to 20 marks it will be there. Each and everyone should attend the test paper and send the answers back to my WhatsApp number. It's must. It will be taken as one of your assignments. So everyone sincerely attend the test paper. In evening 6 o'clock. Tomorrow evening 6 o'clock. Got it? Well, students, so also read this chapter when you get time. Until then, see you next week, next Tuesday. Stay home, stay safe. Thank you.